Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to this special video series where we journey verse by verse through Surah Al-Baqarah, the longest chapter of the Quran filled with divine wisdom, guidance and life lessons. This is not a detailed tafsir, nor is it just a translation. Each verse will be followed by a translation, a clear explanation, and a practical reflection titled What This Means for Us, to help you apply the verse in your life. Why Surah Al-Baqarah? Because it's a foundational surah for every Muslim. It talks about belief, guidance, law, worship, history, society, and spiritual healing. It is the heart of the Quran's guidance for daily life. Mastering and understanding this surah will change the way you live and think. So, follow the series, stay consistent, and invite others to join the journey. Let's begin. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Verse 6, Disbelievers, sealed hearts. Indeed, those who disbelieve, it is all the same for them, whether you warn them or do not warn them, they will not believe. Explanation. This verse addresses those who have rejected the truth so persistently that warning or da'wah no longer affects them. Their hearts have become hardened. The problem isn't the message, it's their willful refusal to respond to it. This shows the danger of stubborn disbelief. What this means for us: don't delay responding to truth. A heart that repeatedly ignores guidance may lose its ability to accept it. Verse 7, the seal of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has set a seal upon their hearts and upon their hearing, and over their vision is a veil, and for them is a great punishment. Explanation. As a consequence of persistent denial, Allah places a seal on their hearts, hearing, and vision. This is a divine punishment for turning away from the truth. Their spiritual senses are no longer responsive. They are alive physically but dead spiritually. What this means for us: ask Allah to keep your heart open. Never take guidance for granted. Verse 8, the hypocrites begin. And of the people are some who say, we believe in Allah and the last day, but they are not believers. Explanation. This verse introduces the hypocrites, people who claim to believe but in reality promote disbelief. They say the right words to blend into the Muslim community, but their hearts are not aligned with what they say. What this means for us: faith is more than words. It must be backed by sincerity and action. Verse 9, deceiving none but themselves. They think to deceive Allah and those who believe, but they deceive not except themselves and perceive it not. Explanation. Hypocrites think they are clever, pretending to be believers while secretly undermining the faith. But in reality, they are only harming themselves. They live in a delusion of superiority, unaware of the consequences awaiting them. What this means for us: don't fool yourself with empty religious identity. Deception only leads to self-destruction. Verse 10, disease in their hearts. In their hearts is a disease. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has increased their disease, and for them is a painful punishment because they habitually used to lie. Explanation. Their disease is spiritual. It could be doubt, hatred, jealousy, or insincerity. Since they chose to persist in it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allows their disease to grow. The root cause: habitual lying and insincere faith. What this means for us: keep your heart clean. Truthfulness is the cure, while lying only makes the disease worse. Verse 11, claiming to reform. And when it is said to them, do not cause corruption on the earth, they say, we are only reformers. Explanation. They present themselves as reformers, but in reality, they spread corruption in belief, values, or society. They twist the meaning of reform to justify their harmful behavior. What this means for us: true reform aligns with divine guidance. Don't redefine good and evil based on opinion. So, if you're truly serious about your faith, make a sincere commitment. Follow this series from beginning to end, one verse at a time, one transformation at a time. Let's walk this journey together and bring the Quran into our hearts and lives. If you find this video helpful, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with others and let the reward multiply. Like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss a verse, a reminder, or a chance to grow. Wa akhiru da'wana anil hamdulillahi rabbil alameen.